Welcome, listener. Tonight, I will tell you a story unlike any you've heard before. You may think you know the old folk tales of Japan, tales of kind animals, lucky treasures, and magical tea kettles. But what if I told you that some of these stories were not meant to bring comfort, but to hide something darker? There is one such story, buried beneath cheerful verses and old children's books. It is the tale of a drum, but not just any drum. A hollow drum. One that beats without hands and cries without a voice. So turn off the lights and listen closely. This is the hollow drum. Full story narration. There is a forest in northern Japan where the mist never lifts, where the trees are older than the shrines and where the birds do not sing. The villagers speak of it only in whispers. At the edge of this forest once stood a temple. It leaned under the weight of centuries, its roof sagging, its doors swollen shut. No monks had lived there for decades. They say it was cursed, that during the great famine long ago, the monks made offerings to something not of this world. Children disappeared. Animals were found drained of blood. The well water turned black. Eventually, the temple was abandoned, forgotten. But one man remembered, Genjiro. He was a wandering tinker, old, lonely, poor. He wandered from village to village, mending pots, sharpening blades. One day, searching for scrap iron, he stumbled upon the forgotten trail that led to the temple. He didn't mean to find it. But once he stepped into that mist-shrouded forest, the way back vanished. Branches curled behind him. Roots shifted. Shadows stretched too long. And then he saw it. The temple, broken, dark, and waiting. Inside, he found a strange object, sitting in the center of the rotten tatami floor. Round, blackened, silent. A drum. Old, cracked, covered in strange symbols, but when he touched it, it pulsed. A heartbeat. Thump, thump. Then a sound soft, almost human. A child's cry. He stumbled back, but something inside him whispered, "Take it." He wrapped the drum in cloth and carried it back to his shed. That night, he could not sleep. The drum sat silent on the table until the fire burned low. Then the beating returned. Thump, thump. His dog refused to come near. In his dreams, he saw a room of bamboo, walls breathing. A child sat bound in red thread, its mouth sewn shut. It stared at him through a cloth hood and whispered, "You opened it?" He woke up shaking. The next day, strange things began to happen. The neighbors reported hearing drumming in the distance. Children began having night terrors. One girl was found standing in the rain, eyes wide, whispering, "The boy in the drum wants out." Genjiro tried to return the drum, but the forest had closed. The trail no longer existed. He took it to the village priest, but the priest grew pale. He said nothing, just placed salt around the drum and told Genjiro to leave and never come back. That night, the beating grew louder. Genjiro awoke to find his walls wet, like the inside of a mouth, and the drum was open. The lid, sealed for decades, now lay beside it. Inside, there was nothing but darkness, a void, and footsteps. Tiny, wet, crossing his floor. He ran, but the drum followed. Wherever he hid it, it returned. Sitting on his table, watching, the village began to change. People went missing. The well dried. Dogs howled through the night. Drumming echoed from the hills. Then one night, Shinjiro saw him. A child, hooded, bound in red, standing in the center of the village. No one else saw. Only Genjiro. The child raised its hand, and Genjiro's legs moved on their own. He walked into the forest, into the mist, into the place where the temple once stood. Only now it was whole again, lit with hundreds of candles. Voices
That's a
chanting in the
black
dark.
trans.
He entered, drum in hand. The child was waiting. "Take my place," it said. And he did. The villagers never saw Genjiro again. But the drum returned, to the edge of the village, waiting for someone else. And every night it beats. Thump, thump, thump! Some say if you hear it 3 times, it marks you. The first time it finds you. The second, it follows you. The third, it enters you. So if you ever walk near the mountains and hear the faint sound of a drum, do not listen. Do not turn. Do not follow. Let it beat for someone else. Closing message for narrator. Thank you for listening to tonight's story. If you hear drumming in the distance tonight, just remember it's only a tale. Probably. If you enjoyed this retelling, like, subscribe, and share with someone you'd like to scare. And if you wake up and there's something round and black sitting at the foot of your bed, don't touch it. Until next time, sleep lightly.